There was once a time in American history when we were faced with the possibility of a real nuclear catastrophe. Not like today where we have newbies like Iran and North Korea trying to figure out how to enrich uranium for energy purposes. The government was well aware of the threat of a nuclear attack on home soil, so to prepare citizens for a possible attack, an instructional video was produced to demonstrate the simple steps that should be taken to protect yourself from a nuclear detonation.
An official civil defense film produced in cooperation with the Federal Civil Defense Administration and in consultation with the Safety Commission of the National Education Association. These children are practicing to duck and cover just as you do in your school. We all know the atomic bomb is very dangerous. Since it may be used against us, we must get ready for it, just as we are ready for many other dangers that are around us all the time. Fire is a danger. It can burn whole buildings if someone is careless. But we are ready for fires. We have a fine fire department to put out the fire, and you have fire drills in your school so you know what to do. Automobiles can be dangerous too. They sometimes cause bad accidents, but we are ready. We have safety rules that car drivers and people who are walking must obey. Now, we must be ready for a new danger, the atomic bomb. First, you have to know what happens when an atomic bomb explodes. You will know when it comes. We hope it never comes, but we must get ready. It looks something like this. There is a bright flash, brighter than the sun, brighter than anything you've ever seen. If you were not ready and did not know what to do, it could hurt you in different ways. It could knock you down hard or throw you against a tree or a wall. It is such a big explosion, it can smash in buildings and knock signboards over and break windows all over town. But if you duck and cover like Bert, you will be much safer. Now, you and I don't have shells to crawl into like Bert the turtle, so we have to cover up in our own way. First, you duck, and then you cover. Duck and cover underneath a table or desk or anything else close by. In Betty's school, they are talking about the atomic bomb. Here are some older boys showing what to do if the flash comes when you are not in the classroom. This is what to do if you should be in a corridor. You duck and cover tight against the wall this way. Remember to keep your face and the back of your neck covered tightly. Try to fall away from windows or doors with glass in them. Then, if the glass breaks and flies through the air, it won't cut you. No matter where we live, in the city or the country, we must be ready all the time for the atomic bomb.
We all knew that nuclear weapons are dangerous and a real threat. But do you want to know an even more dangerous and more real threat? Communism. Well, facts have shown that there really wasn't a communist threat in the United States. Could have fooled me. Anyhow, an effort led by Senator Joseph McCarthy in combating the Red Scare in the late 1940s and early 1950s was able to purge the film industry of most of its communist propaganda. Unfortunately, all good things come to an end. McCarthy's heroic endeavors backfired on him. Let's see how it happened.
I'm not asking you at this time to explain why you tried to foist him on this committee, that you did the committee know. Whether you knew that he was a member of that communist organization or not, I don't know. I assume you did not, Mr. Welch, because I get the impression that while you are quite an actor, you play for a laugh, I don't think you have any conception of the danger of the Communist Party. I don't think you yourself would ever knowingly aid the communist cause. I think you are unknowingly aiding it when you try to burlesque this hearing in which we are attempting to bring out the facts, however.
Senator McCarthy, I did not know, Senator, sometimes you say, may I have your attention? May I have your attention? You won't need anything in the record when I finish telling you this. Until this moment, Senator, I think I never really gauged your cruelty or your recklessness. Little did I dream you could be so reckless and so cruel as to do an injury to that lad. It is true he is still with Hale and Dorr. It is true that he will continue to be with Hale and Dorr. It is, I regret to say, equally true that I fear he shall always bear a scar needlessly inflicted by you. If it were in my power to forgive you for your reckless cruelty, I would do so. I like to think I'm a gentleman, but your forgiveness will have to come from someone other than me.
Jim, when you get the news story, the fact that this man belongs to this Communist Front organization.
Not assassinate this lad further, Senator. You've done enough. Have you no sense of decency, sir? At long last, have you left no sense of decency?
Of course, since there is a war, we have war heroes, right? No, I'm not talking about Vietnam. I'm talking about Reagan. Ronald Reagan single-handedly ended the Cold War. Okay, so technically, that's historically inaccurate, but in this next clip, we'll see how I think it happened.
The crusade for freedom is your chance and mine to fight communism.
This is the meaning, in the phrase of Barry Goldwater, when great forces are on the move in the world, we learn we're spirits, not animals. And he said there's something going on in time and space and beyond time and space, which, whether we like it or not, spells duty.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we'll sentence them to take the last step into 1,000 years of darkness.
America must win this war. Therefore, I will work, I will save, I will sacrifice, I will endure. I will fight cheerfully and do my utmost as if the issue of the whole struggle depended on me alone.
My fellow Americans,
I'm pleased to tell you today that I've signed legislation that will outlaw Russia forever. We begin bombing in 5...
With communism wiped out, the world is now a peaceful place, and the United States has become the biggest military superpower. What? The Chinese have a larger army? And they're communists? Never mind. At least Reagan's policies left us as the world's largest and debt-free economy. What? China again? And they're still communists? It seems that the Cold War isn't over after all. Good night, everyone. For a possible attack, an instructional video was produced to demonstrate the simple steps that should be taken to protect yourself from a nuclear detonation.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
No!